I greet you all, ladies and gentlemen. As we all know that Embu is a land of our inheritance, highly infested by God with natural resources, physical and historical sites like Karoe Hill, Maranga Caves, the famous Mount Kenya Equatorial Forest and Canopy, the famous Moya National Reserve, the Seven Forks Dams that generate high voltage of hydroelectric power, a well-balanced cultural and traditional performance of art, highly profiled educationists, a well-balanced ethnic integration and pluralistic religious backgrounds. In my capacity as the president of the Global Mission Africa, Embu, an ordained clergy of the Anglican Diocese of Bere, and the newly appointed acting chairperson of the Board of Directors of the Institute for Global Church and Studies at Puerto Rico, United States of America, I would like to take this opportunity to state the following as I give direction and guidance to my people of Embu, Cosmopolitan County. 1. My condolences to the people of Embu and Kenya. As a son of your soil, it is with much grief that I received sad news of loss of over 30 young citizens of Embu County who died and perished in an illicit burial tragedy at Shauriako Estate of Embu, besides those many others who lost their lives in other places of the country and who belonged to Embu. Death is painful, and no one would wish that it continues to claim lives of our people. And if there are measures which can be put to prevent untimely death, then I think it is the high time that such measures be put to practice. In this, I ask that the government may intervene promptly to do thorough investigations on what went wrong and where did it go wrong, with intentions to safeguard the lives of the citizens. I further ask that all the residents of Embu and Kenya become more vigilant and responsible in helping the government to implement the security policies, as we all are called to be responsible citizens and our brothers and sisters' keeper. May peace be to Embu and Kenya. On political antagonism, in the past, we have witnessed our nation go into violence in 2007-2008 in a post-election violence because our people were incited into ethnic war. The skirmishes are still fresh in our memories, and as Embu Cosmopolitan County, we live as a diversity of communities, and because of this factor, I would like to state the following. I would like to ask that our leaders embrace a unifying factor to drive the political agenda for Embu County. We as the people of Embu do not wish to see ourselves get defined into ethnic, tribal, or clan divisions or divines, and we would like to see one unified Embu that is able to speak in one voice and work towards developing a political interest that would benefit all persons, irrespective of their ethnic backgrounds. On this, I highly condemn the fights that bring divide and ask that our leaders may have a sense of understanding as to why we need a unified cosmopolitan county. I exhort the citizens of Embu to be vigilant in safeguarding the unity for the common good of all. Further, I ask the citizens to highly and boldly reject any leader who shall be seen to propagate such a divisive vice in any manner that does not imply unification agenda for Embu. On county governance and leadership style, it has come a time when we are now fed up with self-centeredness, an agenda that seems to be thriving in our county leadership and administration. We do not wish to see a deliberate move be taken by our county leaders in tearing our county administration and governance into pieces before the face of the nation and before the international communities. In this regard, I would like to ask that our leaders be ready to allow self-control and forms of dialogue that would take place in order to safeguard our county's image and also our values as Kenyans. This does not by any means imply that we shall entertain or condone corruption or impunity. However, there are more than one mechanism that would be employed to handle the files other than becoming preoccupied by the impeachment bills and motions in our assembly benches. We have other profitable agendas to discuss on development of our country. Therefore, I feel we need to revisit our governance and leadership style and exhort our leaders to embrace the biblical principles of dialogue and unity in solving all disagreements that may arise in our leadership. Just to cite an example from the Bible, in the book of Acts, chapter 15, we see the council of Jerusalem disagreeing with Paul because Paul developed the passion and the call to reach out to the Gentiles and win them for Christ and bring them into the fold and the fellowship of the Jewish Christians, where he met opposition. But together the council was able to sit on table conversation and have a dialogue. They listened to each other. They were able to come up with criteria and common understanding. This is my conclusion and the way forward. I feel each one of us as the citizens of Embu County, we have been called by God to safeguard the image of our land. Our land is a land of opportunity. Yes, there are great opportunities. We have the potential to develop ourselves economically, spiritually, physically, socio-emotionally, and all other aspects of human life. But just to mention, we must care about our relationships with each other and develop good neighborhood, love one another, and practice compassionate and propagate unity. These tools will lead us to the future that is victorious. I say again, let there be peace in Embu and to all the affected families of the tragedy of death that claimed many young people who are potential. I say peace in the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God